Hey everyone, Tickle G here, representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech. And this video is going to be an opinionated video as to why I believe out of all the phones that have been created and that are going to be created in the future, nothing tops the Galaxy Note 9. Why do I believe the Galaxy Note 9 is the greatest? It's because of everything, and I mean everything that they can do. Because as you know, smartphones, they all pretty much do the same thing. There may be certain features that some smartphones do, but as far as doing the basic functionalities of all smartphones, taking pictures, taking videos, surfing the web, and all those other little things, they all do the same thing. But like I said, there's certain features that certain phones have that other ones don't, that may gravitate you to buying it. But the Note 9, in my opinion, has everything all in this one device. Let me tell you why. First, let's talk customization. As far as customization, I use Nova Launcher for any Android device. With Nova Launcher, you can customize this to your heart's content. What I like to have is a blank wallpaper. Or if I do have wallpaper, I like to see my wallpaper instead of having apps on my screen to block it, so I have all of my apps on the bottom. And with Nova Launcher, just like a particular tweak on a jailbroken iPhone, you can have folders and folders. Let's focus in. So when I tap on this icon in the middle, or the folder in the middle, these are all of my folders with all of my apps are categorized, and even in my games, I have folders within that particular folder to categorize my games. So folders to folders, great customization. That makes this fantastic. The cast screen ability of this phone makes this absolutely wonderful as far as casting the screen to show on a bigger screen. So with this being a Samsung device, you can cast this to pretty much every Samsung TV out there. If you don't have one of those, then you can get yourself an Amazon Fire Stick and actually use that to cast the screen onto a television set. If you don't have one of those, or if you had one of these devices before the Fire Stick, you can even use a Microsoft wireless display adapter. And that Microsoft's not making those anymore, so you might be able to find one really cheap on eBay or whatnot. But the Fire Stick, in my opinion, is much better than that, because the Fire Stick is a streaming device and you can use that to watch TV shows or whatnot, but also use it as a casting device to cast your phone to your screen if you have TV shows or whatnot on here. So, in my opinion, get the Fire Stick. It's cheap, it's wonderful, it's versatile, and you can use it to cast your screen on your phone. Next thing, on my phone, just like any phone, you can get apps from your particular app store on your phone. But you can, if you're, I wouldn't even say if you're know about it. There's apps that people tweak to use on your phone. So on the jailbroken phone, you can use. No, actually, not even on jailbroken phones anymore. You can also do this on non-jailbroken phones. There were websites like or profiles, such as Tweetbox, Panda Helper, Tutu app, and one called Coconut Nut X. I can't remember the name of it. But you can use those particular web apps to install tweak games and whatnot onto your phone. Now, Apple has been putting a stop and a halt to those, and for the most part, even when you do download an app from there, if Apple puts a stop to it, it's called revoking. And with that, you can't use the app anymore. So if you do download it and then you can't use it anymore, Apple has revoked that app usage, and they will have to find a way to get that back to being used. But an Android device, they don't have to worry about that. So with tweaked app that you find on the internet, those work forever. And so when I find a tweaked app, I save it. And so if I ever restart my phone, reboot it, or wipe it all out and start all over again, those same tweaked apps that I found before, I can put right back on. They work. They're not revoked. They never get shut down. It just works flawlessly. So tweaked apps are absolutely plentiful on an Android device. And with a Note 9, even though this is a few years old, the processing speed of games just work phenomenally. So tweaked apps are very plentiful. Even though this phone is open source and you can do a lot of things on it, this phone right here, this is an international Note 9. This one is rooted And because it's rooted, there's some extra functions that I can do on here that you can't normally do. For example, have ad free. Let me go back. I just turned it off by accident. Turn it back on. I'm ad free. So as far as pop-ups and other pop-ups that you may get on the internet, I'm not going to get on this being ad free. And the best feature of any Android rooted device, well, for this particular phone, for the Note 9, when I record video in 4K, you know that there's a time limit because the phone may get hot, may shut down on you because you're recording for a long period of time. So you're allowed to, I think, either 5 minutes or 10 minutes, one of the two. I forgot because since mine is rooted, when I press record and I already got this in 4K, I already got it set to 4K recording, check out what happens. No time limit. So because there's no time limit, because I'm rooted, I can record as long as I want, especially if I have the space to record 4K. So that makes this absolutely fantastic. My storage capability is on fleek. My storage capability is absolutely wonderful. So as far as this phone, this is, like I said, international Note 9. This is a 512. So 512 internal. You can see right there. That's proof. I have a 512 micro SD card, and inside I'm only allotted 466 gigabytes, but still, just having those two right there makes this almost 1 gig of beautiful space on this phone. And just in case, if you needed even more space, guess what? You can buy yourself this little peripheral right here. This is a micro SD card reader with a USB-C connector. Connected on the bottom. It will show up on here as part of your storage, and you can store even more stuff on this. So with the 1 terabyte micro SD card that is now on sale on Amazon, you can get it for $200. If you get that, put it on here or put it in here, it doesn't make a difference. You can have up to the C. So I can get it, if I get a terabyte, put it in here, a terabyte, put it on here, and the internal is 512, you can have 2.5 terabytes up to of beautiful, delicious space to use on this phone. That right there is more than most computers that are out there. That right there makes this phone the go. And because of the storage space that I have and can have on this phone, making YouTube videos on this phone is a delight. You make the video, you edit the video. So you create the video, edit the video, and then share the video right from the phone. No PC needed. All done right here. Makes this phone absolutely versatile. It is the GOAT. No smartphone is a smartphone without your game selection. And so as far as mine, I have a lot of games from the Play Store, but also in the Play Store you can purchase or get for free some emulators that work on your phone, and these are your old school games. So I have a bevy of different emulators, and adding a controller with this telescopic controller, putting your phone inside of your controller, this makes this the most versatile old school retro emulator game system on the planet. Again, with the functionality that I've already talked about, adding this to it and having it all on one device makes this absolutely a brilliant piece of technology. Note 9 is the go. I'm telling you. The Note 9 is the last of the Notes that has this one function here, the headphone jack. You're not going to find this on the Note 10 or any newer Notes, or not even the Galaxy Folds that are coming out. The headphone jack was one of the most coolest things to have because, number one, you can use wired headphones if your Bluetooth headphones run out of juice. So if you have these run out of juice, put in some wired headphones, you're still good to go to listen to your music while these charge. Second, greatest functionality of a headphone jack, if you're making a video and you wanted better audio quality, you can connect a microphone that has a 1/8 jack on the end, plug it into here, and you can get better audio quality using a nice microphone. And I'm doing that right now with the phone that I'm recording with, because that one has a headphone jack and I have better audio quality and not a lot of hiss in the background. So the headphone jack is for the Note 9, it's the last Galaxy phone that has the headphone jack. So that makes this, of course, the GOAT. One of the best features of the Notes, and I believe it's patented by Samsung, this right here, the stylus makes this a joy, because you can create a note. For example, if you're out and about and you need to write something down and you don't have any paper, boom, write it down right here and it saves, you're good to go. And with the Note 9 stylus, as opposed to the Notes that came out beforehand, this one is also a remote. So if you are in the camera app and you want to take a picture, let's slide over to photo and you press this button here. Takes a picture for you, so you can put this down, and instead of having a countdown, you can just use the remote as long as it's within range and take a picture of anything you want just using the remote. So the stylus, very functional. If you use it or don't use it, who cares? If you got it, it's just great. A feature that really makes the Note 9 series or the Samsung series phones really unique is the Samsung DeX, where you can cast this to a screen or whatever, or even onto a computer and use it as kind of like a PC-like device. So you can edit Office documents, edit Word documents, make a PowerPoint video, and because this has Bluetooth capabilities, connect a wireless Bluetooth mouse and a Bluetooth keyboard to it, and you got yourself basically a portable PC. How cool is that? With Samsung DeX to cast it to a screen or whatever, you got yourself a portable, and it's very light, very versatile, portable PC-like game system computer. And like I told you before, with actually I didn't say before, I can say this now. With this one particular app called Parsec, you can actually remotely control a PC right onto your phone. So if I have a PC, have it at home, but don't want to take it from home and just want to use this, I can remotely control my PC. Once I install Parsec on a PC and then have this app, I can be able to use my PC on this phone. How cool is that? I'm telling you, this phone does everything. With this phone being a couple of years old, some people think that it does not compete with newer phones. Of course it won't, quote unquote, but can it still be used for the daily functionality that you use it for? Of course. And even though the camera is not as superb as your newer phones, who cares? Does it make good quality photos and quality videos? Yes, it does. The resolutions on the photos and the video, especially video in 4K, it's fantastic. Even though this is a couple of years old, people are still using this to record and post onto Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, things like that. So it's still a very versatile phone as far as picture and video quality. Even though this is not a feature, the last thing I want to talk about is my famous Mag Bag wallet. Just having this on here, I can just have two of my most important things that I carry on my person on an everyday basis right on one device. So with this being magnetic, and these are magnetic straps, put it on here, you got your card, and it has RFID protection, so you don't have to worry about people stealing your identity. And it has this little loop to put your finger in, and bam, you got yourself a nice holding thing to hold your phone. This just makes this so great. And that's basically it, people. Of course, there's probably a lot more things that I can talk about this Note 9 as far as functionality, but I'm done. I'm done looking for iPhones, and this is the iPhone 6s that I talked about in a few videos that I just jailbroken. But this jailbreak is semi-untethered, so that means it can cut off at any time. This cut off on me 3 times already, and I had to re-jailbreak it, and I get sick and tired of that. And with the phone that I'm recording with right now, this is my iPhone 5s that I found on eBay that is an untethered jailbreak, and I'm going to go into a video about this and why this is my second go-to phone as far as having it forever and not even worried about buying a new phone, because this is jailbroken, but the jailbreak will never ever leave the phone. And like I said, I'll do a video on that later. But as far as a phone that I'm going to use as my daily driver every single day for the functionality that it has, the Note 9, and I really truly mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that some of you may get one in the future. This phone, hands down, does everything, and I mean everything that I need. Videos, photos, gaming, retro gaming, remote PC control, using it as an actual PC to edit documents. This just does it all. The customization, the storage is fantastic. I mean, you can just expand the storage as much as you need it to, if you can. I mean, if you really want to, if it's possible, you can get yourself a 4 terabyte drive. Hopefully, get an adapter to connect it to this, and I'm going to test it out and see if it actually works, because I just thought of that. Let's see if that actually works. I'll do a video on that. If that works, OMG, storage is crazy. So just having the functionality that it does makes the Note 9 the best phone that I've ever purchased and will ever purchase. It's better, in my opinion, than the iPhone 11 Pro Max, even though you can jailbreak that, semi-tethered jailbreak. It just does a lot more than that phone and any other phone out there, because you can't do a lot of the functionality that I've shown you in this video on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, even with it jailbroken. Yes, you can still put emulators on there, but you cannot have the functionality of the emulators that are already available for any Android device in the Play Store. But having a Note 9 with the processor that it has, it just plays everything phenomenally. So, like I said, in my opinion, and probably in some other people's opinion as well, the Note 9 is the last greatest phone ever created with the functionality that it has. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a thumbs up. If you beg to differ and believe that the phone that you're using does more than this one, then definitely leave your comments in the comment section, or better yet, make a video and show the world how your phone is set apart from every other phone, especially this one as far as functionality. So again, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, because you know, as I will always tell you, I give you the real deal. I'm not sponsored at the moment, but once I am sponsored, I'm still going to give you the real deal as far as what I like and don't like about technology, especially for those who are 40 and up that can afford it, but you don't want to just buy something that you're not going to use, you know, it 100% for. So definitely subscribe to my channel to get more information on tech devices that you already own and how you can use them the way that you need to. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.